Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Lessons and Fake Tips. Here we discuss on some important topics in really simple words so that it's easier for you all to understand and keep things in mind. Today our topic of discussion is going to be King Demand Curve or the Sweezy model. Well, what does this imply? The Sweezy model is basically in the oligopolistic model where we face what? Intense demand curve. Intense competition, isn't it? And because of this intense competition, we do not even experience what? Any supply curve in this kind of market. So, the demand curve that we have, that is also a king demand curve, not a normal downward sloping demand curve. So usually the demand as it's shown here, see I have tried to mention it in bullet points, the major elements of the topic. So we are going to discuss it now. Let's begin. Usually a demand curve shows what? A particular line of elasticity, isn't it? That is what a demand curve shows, a particular line of elasticity. Whether it is unit elastic, it's inelastic perfectly or perfectly elastic, whatever it is, a particular line of elasticity it usually shows. But in case of oligopolistic market, we experience what? Intense competition. And so, we can locate different elasticities for higher and lower prices. This is shown by King's demand curve. You see what happens, we know that in case of oligopolistic market, one of the firm is the follower, another firm can be the leader, isn't it? Also there can be situation when both the firm are follower or both the firm are leader, isn't it? So because of this, you see, whenever suppose a particular firm is making a change in the price, so what is going to happen? That is going to affect the price level prevailing in the other firms, prevailing in the market itself. For example, it is seen that as per the diagram, if you see, we have considered a price level P bar, till which if the demand curve, if the prices are falling or it's increasing, nothing as such effect is happening. But after this price level, if the price that is charged is below this price level, then we see how the other markets are also reacting. Got it? So now let's move on to the second part. The Sweezy model, that is only the king demand curve, shows that the price are what? Rigid, and the firms will face different effect for increased and decreased prices. The Sweezy model shows what? That the prices are what? Usually very rigid. Okay. So the Sweezy model shows what? That the prices are usually very rigid. Okay. Now what does this term rigid implies? Why are the prices rigid? The first and very important thing is, see, if you are in a market with suppose you are there to buy books. Now there are lots of different market, there are lots of different shops that are selling the books. Now what is happening is that, for suppose one particular market is telling you, I will give you the book price is 100 rupees, I will give you at 99 rupees. It's okay, it won't affect you much because 99 and 100 there is not much difference. So even if you are taking from that or some other individual, it's not the problem. But if he reduces to 98, still not a problem. 95, still maybe not a problem. But what about if the person, so that is why we are considering a P bar, like a price level till which if the change is occurring, it won't be creating a problem. Okay. But what about the fact if the price is below that? If a particular firm tells you that I am going to give you this book for 80 rupees, you will definitely go to that particular market, particular shop, isn't it? So what is happening now? Now if that shop is offering all of its customers at this lower price, the other shops will become a follower of that particular shop in the course of time, and they will also reduce their prices. So the price level prevailing in the market for 100 rupees book ka price will fall to 80 rupees. So what is happening? All the firms are following that particular market. Now abhi kya ho raha hai that in the long run, in short run, maybe that particular firm has earned some profit, profit than those other firms. But long run mein what is happening? All the firms are reducing the price. Now when all the firms are reducing the price, long run mein aur profit kaise karenge? How will you can, maybe you have suppose the profit margin of 30 rupees. 100 rupees ka book you are selling, you have a profit margin of 30 rupees. So if you are selling anything above 70, so you are earning profit. Okay, now that only these people used to earlier sell it at 100 or 30 rupees ka profit karna tha. Now what you did as an individual firm, you thought that I won't be taking 30 rupees ka profit, rather I will be taking 20 rupees ka profit and I will sell all the books at 80 rupees and my customers will increase, so my profit will actually increase. This is what you had the strategy. Now when you reduce it to 80 rupees, or the firms are following you and they are also reducing it to 80 rupees or usi ke aaspas anything. Now what is happening? You have already reduced to 80 rupees in long run. Okay, you have already reduced to 80 rupees. Now you are thinking, I need to earn more profit, I need to attract the customers. You are again reducing it to 75 rupees. 75 rupees. So again you are earning now just 5 rupees ka profit, isn't it? Now what is happening is that again in the course of time other firms will be following you. Now what if you have reached to already 70 rupees? Now you cannot just make loss and sell the commodities, isn't it? So this is what is happening. Secondly, what if you are increasing the price? मेरे को ज़्यादा profit करना है. What if I am not charging 100 but I am charging 110? All the other market people are charging 100 but I will charge 110 because I will tell that my quality is good. I will do a gift wrap or something and I will charge 110. So then customers are not going to come to you, isn't it? Why will they come to you? So definitely what is happening, this is why we say that the price is almost rigid in case of the oligopolistic market. Why? Because even if you are reducing, you are increasing the price, it is going to give you a negative effect. So the price which is prevailing in the market, you should be sticking to that. That is the sticky price, that is the rigid price. Got it? So next, the third point, if you see, the kink in the demand curve occurs. Why? Because firms behave differently to the price cuts and the price rises. Firm will behave differently to the price cuts and price rises. Here I have explained the same thing that I explained it to you now as for the firms. You see that even if you see in the diagram, I have drawn two demand curve. One is the small d and d dash, small d dash, and another is the capital D and capital D dash. So you see the D curve, the demand curve here, it is coming till here and then did you have here is the kink. You see from here till here, this is the kink. This is the kink that is happening in the demand curve, isn't it? And the MC curves, you see the MC is moving towards the left side, isn't it? So as per this one, you see the logic here. Firm tries to maximize profit. You know what is the logic behind this kink demand curve? The first one is the firm tries to maximize the profit, and the second is few firms dominates the industry. Because few firms dominates the industry, they think that I will make the change and I will earn more profit. So that is the thing. Now, what if price increases? If price increases, firm increases prices, then consumer will go to the rival firm. अभी आप price increase कर दोगे तो why will I be purchasing from you? I will go to some rival firm of yours and will purchase the commodity. So the increase in P will cause what? Significant fall in the demand of the consumer. So demand is a price elastic. So increasing price will lose revenue of the firm. Now, what if the price is decreasing? In short run, the firm will lower the price. If the firm lowers the price, it will earn profit. But what in long run? Other firms will follow this particular firm and overall price level in the market will be falling. This will hamper in the long run. So, King's demand curve states that firms has no incentive to raise prices or lower the prices. So this was all about the King demand curve and the Sweezy model. I hope you guys have liked this video. Actually, this whole thing is an oligopolistic market concept. So I hope you guys have liked this video. Please do hit a like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to share with your friends and comment in the comment section below. Till then, bye bye.